real quick.
Yo, what's going on, you guys? My name is Owen. Hope you guys are all doing well. First off, I want to say thank you for the crazy amount of support on my last video. I said if you guys wanted an apartment tour to get the video to 1,200 likes, and it's currently at 1.9K. So that will be my next video, I think, so stay tuned for that. But for this week's video, we have like another pickup slash styling new pickups style video. I have a bunch of new items I want to show you guys, and I have a new drop as well for my brand SOMAR. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about that very shortly. But yeah, I say we hop right into the first item. So the first item I want to showcase is a pair of boots that I've had my eyes on for such a long time. I haven't actually opened up this box yet, so we're going to do a little bit of a live unboxing. Based off that sticker right there, some of you might know what it is. These are a pair of Guidis. Let me go ahead and get both shoes out. You guys might know that I'm a big fan of Guidis and that I do have a good number of pairs behind that rail right there. So these are the Guidi 20 hiking boots, but before I go into the details and do a little try-on slash styling for you guys, I do want to thank the partner of this video, which is FARFETCH, for graciously sending me this pair of boots. FARFETCH is a company that I've been supporting for many years now. I think my first ever FARFETCH purchase was in 2017 or 2018, so very early on in like my fashion journey or whatever you want to call it. But they're just the best of the best because they are a sort of middleman slash hub for boutiques and retailers around the world, where they can upload their selection and you're able to shop from thousands of designers from hundreds of stores around the world, all in one curated place, which means that they probably have the largest selection for designer goods online right now. I think FARFETCH is great because they support small businesses, they make returns super easy. You guys might know that online shopping can get kind of tedious with sizing and having to return stuff or exchange stuff for different size. So they make that process very simple. And then lastly, they have tons of deals and offers going on. And with my partnership with FARFETCH, they are offering you guys 15% off at checkout. If you use my code Owen15, I'll have it on the screen right there, Owen15 at checkout. That is like my personalized code. Normally they offer 10% off with creators that they partner up with, but I've got 15% off. So I don't know why, but I'm super happy about that. So if you guys did want to check out FARFETCH, or you guys did want to use my code, it means so much to me, as it tells FARFETCH to keep partnering up with me in future content. So once again, thank you to the people at FARFETCH for wanting to sponsor the video. Don't forget to use my code Owen15 at checkout. And yeah, let's continue on with the Guidi 20s. So like I mentioned, these are full grain calf leather in the black colorway. And one of the really cool details about these boots is that the outside of the shoe is completely flush. There's no seam, there's no paneling going on. And that's because it's one piece, because when you flip onto the inside, you guys can see that seam right there that actually cuts over the lacing system. So the piece of leather actually folds in on itself and is sewn on top. They have a really cool lacing structure system with different types of hook eyelets running all the way up the shaft of the boot. And then like a lot of hiking boots, they do have like a super plush padded ankle support system at the very top. Extra long Guidi laces that wrap around the shaft of the boot a couple of times. Fat Vibram sole. I believe this might be the Montagna sole. It's got a double stitched welt, and I did end up going with a size 43. Just with my experience with Guidis, I normally go either true to size or one size down because I want the leather to stretch out to my foot shape. Yeah, I am just crazy excited about these boots. They're gonna be great for the summertime because I feel like this is a pair of boots that you can wear with shorts especially. Sure enough, it was on FARFETCH, so I was able to grab a pair. But yeah, I am just so stoked about these boots. I can't wait to wear them. So the next item that I want to talk about, not really a pickup, I'm gonna be honest, but I did want to showcase this for you guys, even though I did a few months ago, maybe a little bit longer than a few months ago now. But the next release for my brand SOMAR are these two tote bags and one other item that I'll talk about in a little bit. These are the Plato tote bags, and they are hands down my most used item in my wardrobe, because no matter what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, even if I'm getting groceries, going on like a weekend trip, doesn't really matter. If I need to bring my laptop somewhere or bring just like a day's worth of goods, I'm bringing one of these two bags with me, or sometimes both, to be honest. It comes in two colorways, this white colorway with black contrast straps and handles, and then the tonal all black colorway, like this right here. You can see that the body is made with a waterproof Nacone, which is a type of nylon that has like a particular sheen to it. And then it's got top grain calf leather straps and handles that are reinforced with extra layers of stitching. It's number 30 thread, so it's extra strong. And they've got rivets on the top that pierce onto the inside. The inside has a closed zipper tail. This is a YKK zipper. Closed zipper tail like that right there. So when you do actually need to zip up the bag, you don't have to try to match up two ends of like the bottom of the zipper. It's always technically closed, if you know what I mean. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, it has the metal SOMAR logo right there embellished on the side. It's got like a box style construction, so the actual shape of the bag is sewn into the shape of a box with the stitching right there. You guys can see different rows of stitching that run up the side, and then it's got four hits of decorative stitching right on the tops of each of the sides, front and center. It might be easier to see on the white bag actually. The white bag has black contrast stitching, or sorry, the white bag has white contrast stitching on the black handles. Then when you go on to the inside of the bag, it is lined right there. You guys can kind of see that. So we have a huge zipper pocket on one side right there. And then on the other side, it's got two smaller pockets right there that don't have zippers on it. It is a huge bag. This is like the only bag you'll ever need really to go about your day-to-day works and routines. These are both samples. The only difference is that they will have a tag on the inside of the zipper pocket. These bags and the next item that I'm talking about real quick will be available on April 3rd at 2 p.m. PST. And if you guys were interested in copying this stuff, I do recommend signing up for the email newsletter. If you just go to the SOMAR website, which is somar.us, you'll see like an email sign up. I do recommend doing that. The 1 year anniversary is coming up, and I did want to do like a special little thing for the people who have been supporting my brand for the past year. And besides all that, the newsletter does have the rotating playlist and also the monthly movie recommendation, and a couple other things that you might find interesting. So sign up for that. So once again, April 3rd, which is this upcoming Sunday at 2 p.m. PST. The bags will be $170, which is beyond fair. This is the most expensive item I have made to date. The Nacone and the leather and the logo embellishment and all that, the YKK zipper, it really adds up. So any support is greatly appreciated. Thank you to everybody who does end up purchasing a bag, or just those who share the content and pass the brand along and support in any sort of way. And then the other item that's releasing as sort of like a bonus little treat are these hang key necklaces made with some of the excess leather. So this is top grain calf leather, and it has white contrast stitching that runs up the length of the necklace. This is just a great throw-on accessory that has like so much practicality behind it. You wear it as a necklace and it serves as like a keychain basically, instead of having one draped on your keychain or like your belt loops. You wear it around your neck. It's got two matte black key rings on it, so you can have two different sets of keys. On one side it does have the SOMAR logo debossed on it. Other side is blank, and it does have some cool bonus stuff on the inside as well. This will be for sale for $35 on the website. I believe that is like the final price. Everything is subject to change, but I think it's gonna be $35. And then if you do spend $250 in value or more, you will get a free one of these in your order. But buying one of these does not count towards the total, so it has to be other items. But it's just a great item that I've been using a lot recently. I'm just excited that we were able to use like every part and make sure nothing goes to waste. So this is just made with excess leather. Yeah, that's it for the SOMAR stuff. Let's move on to some other pickups. So next up, we have a couple items sent to me by some of my fellow YouTuber friends. We've got one item from Ray Mia at Orée NYC, and the other item is from Sangiev. You guys know Sanj. And they've just both been absolutely killing it. And I'm super proud of like the community and the support system that this YouTuber circle has built over the years. But yeah, first up, let's do the Orée sneakers. I talked about these in my last video. I was super excited to get them in. These are called the 1917s, I believe, and they are sort of Ray's take on the Chuck Taylor Converse and also sort of the Rick Owens Ramones, and then also sort of the Visvim Skagways, I believe. And yeah, these are just a super well-made pair of shoes. Making shoes is not easy. I'm still working on my SOMAR boots currently. It's just like a crazy long process, and I'm such a perfectionist, but Ray keeps killing it. Yeah, I love the stitching detail on the side. I think it's such a unique hit. It's like a great spin on sort of like a classic silhouette. The sole is amazing. It's extremely comfortable. Yeah, it's just a beautiful shape overall. It's like that perfect in between. So it's not as chunky and bulky as like the Ramones and the Skagways with like the super bulbous toe, but it's not as slim as the Converse Chuck Taylor. It's like that perfect in between. It's got the little leather Orée hit right there. And then also has the Orée hit on the back of the sole with a fat YKK zipper that runs down the back. Extremely comfortable. I do think they're still for sale right now on the Orée website, so I do recommend checking them out. So yeah, thank you again to Ray for sending me these shoes. I know he does have a pair of derbies coming out real soon. And then the other item that I want to show you guys that was sent to me by another YouTuber, Sanj. He just released this a couple weeks ago. This is his rust-dyed cropped sweatshirt. I don't know the full name, I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is sort of a new edition of his like classic silhouette, which is like the cropped in the body, elongated sleeves. You guys know his thing. The cool thing about the sweatshirt is that the print is done on the inside of the French terry fabric. So if you didn't want to have the print on full display, you could just take off this tag, which is sewn on with only 2 tacks, so it's really easy to take off, flip it inside out, and then you have a blank sweatshirt. I haven't really decided which way I'm gonna wear it yet, because I haven't actually worn this out yet, because it just came in. But yeah, this is gonna be great cozy time sweatshirt. I'm looking forward to wearing this. The colors are amazing. You guys know that Sanj's brand is a little bit more colorful than like what I like to wear in my wardrobe. So when he was dropping this, I knew I had to hit him up and ask for one, and he was like so gracious enough to send one over. So yeah, I think this is actually sold out though, but he does do restocks on like a frequent basis, and he's always coming out with new stuff. Yeah, Sanj has been killing it as well. So thank you again to the boys for sending over some new releases. Another couple items I want to talk about are some hats. You guys know I'm a big hat guy as I'm still like growing out my hair and stuff. And I've had this hat for over a year now. We might be close to the 2-year mark. I don't really know when it originally came out, but this is the Jakob Hetzer Dark Cap. And then he did release a bucket hat version called the Dart Hat, which has a very similar lineup of details with like the mesh panel on the back and then the chain stitch embroidery. It's got a Velcro strap to like adjust the fit and everything. This has been a great hat. I'm gonna be wearing this non-stop as well, but he did also come out with a couple new colorways of the older silhouettes. So he did re-release the dark cap in, I believe this is called Field, which is sort of like a in-between olive green and like a brownish tone almost. It's a really beautiful colorway, and it fits great into my wardrobe. It does still have the mesh panel on the back, and just like a great construction as well. You guys can see a lot more of the details on this colorway versus the all black like tonal one. Yeah, this has been great. I've been wearing this like non-stop. And then he did also come out with the Field hat in the same colorway as well. These are pretty much my everyday hats, and they're gonna be great in the summertime as well. I mean, this combination is gonna go crazy when the time comes, so I will be sure to show you guys what that looks like eventually. Yeah, I believe these are still both for sale. I don't know if he's restocked the black one. I believe the Field hat in black is also still in stock. So next up, we have a couple of things that I grabbed from Unsound rags. You guys know Unsound rags. I've talked about them countless times on the channel before. And now that I live in LA, it's just way too easy to check out their vintage selection. And last time I was there, I did grab a couple of new things I've just been wearing non-stop. The first piece is something a little bit more out of my comfort zone that I would normally not gravitate towards, but I think it's such a cool silhouette. This is, it's like getting a little overexposed. This is like a 1950s, 1960s, I believe, overshirt, like double-breasted overshirt. Crazy cool silhouette. The sleeves are a tiny bit short on me, but if I layer it with another like long-sleeved item that has longer sleeves than this and looks completely normal, completely fine. It's just like the cut of this garment. Yeah, the double-breasted front placket going on right there. It does have like cool variation in buttons. This one button is like a different style button than the rest. It sort of looks like a chef's shirt almost, but it's not a chef's shirt. And the actual material itself is beautiful. It's like a really soft washed cotton. This has been over-dyed black. This is something that they've been doing a lot recently, is over-dyeing things black. The next item I'm gonna show you guys is also over-dyed black. It's got a great amount of wear and tear put into it already. It is indeed very unsound. This is just a really smart shirt that I've been wearing a lot recently to more formal stuff that I've been going to. And yeah, very stoked on that. And then the other item that I grabbed from Unsound is this pair of over-dyed black Champion sweatpants. These are from the 1970s, I believe, because it is a different cut of sweatpant than they normally do now. Nowadays they have like the cinched cuff bottom, kind of like a jogger style sweatpant. You guys know what I'm talking about. But this era of Champion sweats have a loosened bottom. So it has like a flared fit, basically like kind of like a boot cut. And then a very exaggerated like drop crotch style going on. You guys can see how low the rise is on that thing. They're so comfortable. I wear them around the house, I wear them to sleep, and then I wear them out and about too. I don't have to change out of these. The one downside to this silhouette though is that there's no pockets, like no side pockets, no back pocket. So I probably will have some pockets sewn onto these at some point, just need to get around to doing that. Super long drawstrings, which look great. And it does have a black print. It might be impossible to catch on camera. It does say Michigan State in black ink right there on the thigh. What else? Oh yeah, it's got some de-stressing on the left leg. You guys can see it's got a couple holes right there. I did post a photo of these on my Instagram sort of recently, so if you want to see how they fit, besides these clips I'm probably showing right now, then go check that out. And I'm guessing these were either gray or brown beforehand, because it does have kind of like a brownish tone thread going around the entirety of the sweatpant. And yeah, super comfortable, just need some pockets, and then these are like just a great pair of sweatpants I can wear non-stop. And then moving right along, we have another vintage pickup that I grabbed online, actually directly from France. This is a vintage French workwear jacket. You guys know the beautiful moleskin jackets that typically come in like an indigo-ish purple color. They used to be, I think, all indigo, but just over time they start to lose that color and kind of go purplish. And it's very far and few in between that you find a black one. And then beyond that, a black one at a decent price. And I managed to grab this one for an absolute steal. I believe this is a 30s or 40s moleskin jacket. Moleskin is just cotton that's just been washed so many times that it takes on a suede-like texture. I do have another silhouette from a different manufacturer on that rail back there that I showed in a video a while ago, many months ago. But this is a Lamont manufactured jacket, which is one of the more like desirable makes of French workwear jackets. And yeah, this has been an absolute beauty to wear. I got in less than a week ago and I've been wearing it almost every single day. You guys can see it does have some repairs going on in the elbow right there. It does have some underarm repairs on this side. And that's just par for the course for a jacket from the 30s and 40s. People are gonna patch it up and fix it up over time. And one thing I do like about this one over my other French workwear is the collar. The collar on this one is much more flattering. The pocket construction is great. It does have an interior pocket right there. So here's what the inside pocket looks like. You guys can see the Lamont tag right there. This one fits me amazing as well. It's like exactly my size. So yeah, that's it for the French workwear. So there are 3 more items I want to talk about in this video. The next 2 were sent to me by my friend Alex from Pearled Ivory. He runs a vintage store in Orlando called Pearled Ivory. And he sent me over a couple new things. A new release that he did are these altered fit vintage blank t-shirts. I believe they're all black in color, but because they are constructed out of vintage tees, they all take on a different sort of like tone, different amount of wear. Some had pockets, some don't, some are just like straight blanks. And this one right here used to be a pocket tee. It's been sun faded and the pocket has been removed. So you guys can see the remnants of the pocket right there with a couple little holes. And it sort of has like a grayish, brownish tone, but it is primarily black. And it has been altered in fit, and they're all sort of like uniform in fit. So it's all cut and sewn from vintage tees, and they have a beautiful boxy oversized fit. And then the other item that he sent me is a pair of boots that he sourced and was like, these are meant for you, Owen. He like sent me pictures. He's like, do you want them? Because I would love to send them to you. And of course, like these are right up my alley. These are crazy boots. I've never seen anything like this before. These are like a crazy hiking boot, work boot type silhouette with this insane double capped like toe panel that runs up the lacing structure. They're extremely heavy as well. It's probably like the heaviest pair of boots I own, honestly. And I just love that double capped toe detail. It's got like beautiful black and olive thread throughout, a nice plush ankle support. It's got a pull tab in the back. I'm very thankful that Alex had me in mind when he found this pair of boots, because these are exactly up my alley. I think these are so unique and so cool. So yeah, thank you, Alex. Appreciate that so much. And then let me go ahead and grab the last item for the video. You guys might know that I am quite the vintage like band tee collector. I'm still working on my collection. I do want to do like a whole collection showcase video one day. When my collection I think is at like a good point where it's worth showing off. But one thing that's really hard to find though are vintage band hoodies, especially ones that fit really good as well. This one right here is a vintage Operation Ivy hoodie. Crazy piece. It's got the fat Operation Ivy logo right there, and then the back hit, the big back hit. This is from '89. It's got the license print right there. It's really hard to see, but small text 1989 lookout license to cinder block. And yeah, I've just been wearing this hoodie non-stop. I think it has a beautiful fit on me. The fade is amazing as well. The print is like beautifully cracked. I was thinking about getting an Operation Ivy tee a while ago, but I'm glad I held off to eventually find this piece, because you know, Operation Ivy's tees are out there, but there's not many hoodies, especially with fat prints like this. Happy to add this to the collection. And that is gonna be it for the pickups video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like down below. Write some comments. Feel free to ask me any questions. I'm happy to answer anything you guys might have to ask. The new SOMAR drop is happening this upcoming Sunday, April 3rd. Do the email sign up if you want a little bonus something. I'm very excited to launch these bags because this has honestly been my most used item for the past, way longer than 6 months, probably 9 months is when I got the first updated sample with the logo on the side. I do have the OG sample back there, which is just beat to absolute hell. Yeah, this is like such a well-constructed bag that I'm like extremely happy to release, and I'm excited for you guys to get your hands on if you end up purchasing one. Thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Have a good day.